So, label Diana, nice to see you. And Mano Valdas Wenming. You can call me Wenming or Liang. Okay. Thanks to Remuni and Yurika to organize this. So put a lot of effort on this. Okay. So let's talk about breathing. So today I would like to discuss and practice together with you for 4 different breathing methods. First, we check about the correct breathing. What the movement we should have during the quiet breathing. So the second is mindful breathing because it's very simple and it's very easy to do it. The third is abdominal breathing. So compared to mindful breathing, the abdominal breathing is more efficient. For example, if you want to relax, so the efficacy, the efficiency of the abdominal breathing, because we can control it. So it's easier to control our heart rate and blood pressure. So the fourth is the pursed lips breathing. So for the pulmonary rehabilitation, they use this like a pursed lips and breath out gently. So okay, one by one we talk about it and try it. So the first one is correct quiet breathing. So there are some requirements. I summarized 6. Let's talk 4 first. The first one is the shoulder. During the quiet breathing, we can touch on the shoulder. We shouldn't shrug our shoulder. They shouldn't be lifted up. And the second is the chest. Also shouldn't lift up the chest. So this is the 2 we shouldn't do. And then for the belly, for the belly, we should expand our belly forward because as we talked in the video, the diaphragm pushed down. So squeeze the inner organs. So the belly should be pushed forward. At the same time, the ribs should expand laterally to the side. Okay, so this is the 4 basic requirements. Don't shrug a shoulder, lift the chest. We should expand our ribs to the side. Most important is expand our belly. Okay, so this is 4. Let's try for just 1 minute to feel. Breath in. And to check if our shoulder lifted up, if our chest lift up. And then check, did we move our abdomen? Did we expand our ribs to the side? Okay. Yeah. So I hope you can talk. If you want to speak, you want to ask, you can talk. We can just discussion. Okay. So after this check, and we want to practice for correct movement, so we can put the hands in front of the belly. This is the first. If we cannot control this both at the same time, so the first is try to expand our belly. Inhale, the belly should expand a little bit, so quietly, softly. And after this, then we can individually, like separately, to practice rib cage, the side expand. After we can control these 2 parts, then combine them together. So during the inhalation, we expand our belly to the front, expand our rib cage to the side. Okay, so this is a quiet breathing. That means we shouldn't intentionally to control it. For example, during the work from the computer, when we are reading the books. So this should be our breathing. This can be a goal for us. And this is the 4 basic requirements. I thought 6. Another 2 is frequency. If in the textbook, it's said from 12 to 16. But during the practice, because we still use some intention to control it, so it could be lower, like from 8 to 16 is a big range. So it's fine. And the 6th point is the exhale should be slower than the inhale. So the ratio is 1 to 1.5, even 1 to 2. So even 2 times slower than the inhalation. If we found someone who breathes out very fast, then that's not correct. There must be something wrong. Maybe because the resistance of the airway is too much, so we breathe out so fastly. Okay, so this is the correct movement of breathing and requirements. So fine. So this, like I said, is a goal. It's a goal. So after 1 year, 2 years practice, and then we find out, oh, during the relaxation, we can easily to manage without the intention the abdominal and external intercostal muscle, also without the shoulder and chest. This movement are very limited, a very minimum movement. Okay, so then let's talk about the mindful breathing. So the full name of mindful breathing is mindfulness of breathing. It's one like from Buddhism. So this is the basic breathing method, also the basic method for meditation. In meditation, we pay attention on somewhere. For example, there's a candle, we pay attention on the candle, or we can pay attention on the belly, like in Qigong, the Dantian area. And we can pay attention on the breathing. So when we pay attention on the breathing and don't change it, don't control it, that is mindful breathing. So the most important principle or requirement is be aware of the breathing. Don't judge if the breathing is slower or faster or good or bad. Okay, so let it be like this breathing. And but we need a lot of requirement for the posture. In the video, I said it's very enjoyable because during the mindful breathing, you really can do 30 minutes, 1 hour. Someone, if you can do 4 hours, just sit there. So that means our posture have to be very correct. If not, the wrong posture will hurt our joints, muscles, and so we'll get problem. Okay, except for the breathing, there are 6 requirements we can talk. First is the head. The head should lift up softly, gently. So we shouldn't like this, then it's a burden for the neck. So softly to lift up the top, we can think, something above our head. We lift up a little bit, okay. And then the shoulder. Oh, very good. Okay. And for the shoulder, we shouldn't shrug. As always, we required to relax. But the shoulder also shouldn't like crunch. We should the shoulder should be above the hips. Second point. Third is the arm and hand. We can put the hand be behind above the leg with this hand form or with this hand form. Yeah. So or we can use this hand form. Left hand under, right hand above, thumb touch together, and put it on the feet. And so this is the arms. The principle is to relax the arm. Don't feel uncomfortable. So just put somewhere you like. Yeah. After the arm is the lower back. This for the posture, this is the most important one. The lower back, we shouldn't like this. This lower back. there should be a natural curve on the lower back. Okay. And after the lower back is the knee. The knee, see, should have same level, same height with the hip, or lower than the hips. If we sit like this, then it's difficult to control our low back. So the knee should be lower. If we cannot keep our knee lower, then we should sit on somewhere, a cushion. Put the hips higher, so it's easier to let our legs drop down. Yeah, so this is the 5, the 5th. The 6th in Qigong, Tai Chi, I don't know about yoga, but we really pay attention on the tongue. The tongue shouldn't rest, but tilt up. So for the beginner, we can put the tip of the tongue touch on the root of the upper teeth. This is for the beginner. If you have trained a lot, and then you can put the tongue a little bit higher. Yeah, there is a point called the Yinjiao point. We think in Chinese medicine, we think it can connect the meridian, but even though we don't do it, the meridian is still connected. Okay, yeah, but however, this tongue lift up can secrete more saliva, so it's good for our digestion. We call it the golden water, so it's important. Okay, so I would like to review all the points. First, be aware of the breathing. Don't think, oh, it's too shallow or deep. Just be aware. Second, top, relaxed, softly lift up. Shoulder, relax. Arm, keep it relax somewhere. And the lower back, natural curve. Knee, lower than the hips. And then the tongue, touch on the upper jaw or the root of the upper teeth. Okay. And in the winter, that is important to keep our body warm, because during the practice of mind breathing, the study found the alpha wave in the brain very really in the relaxed state, very relaxed, like sleep. So the immunity actually also rests, depressed. So it's for the recovery of the energy. But we are more vulnerable. So we should keep our body warm, like keep something above the shoulder. Yeah, I demonstrate because I think this can make you memorize more. So it's good for your memory to memory this above the shoulder, and another one is above the knee, because we cross our leg. So the knee is also the circulation at the beginning is not so good, and you feel numb on the feet. So shoulder and knee, these two, we should keep them warm. Don't get cold. Okay. Yeah. So okay. So let's try for, I think, for 6 minutes. 6 minutes. So rest. Eyes slowly closed. Top of the head. Lift up a bit. Shoulder, arm, lower back, knees, tongue. Pay attention on the breathing. Breath in. Notice the air through the nose, the chest, or even to the belly. Exhale, feel the air come out from the nose. Okay, softly, slowly, open eyes. Okay, so maybe we feel it's difficult to concentrate on the breathing. Our mind can be distracted by the noise or some thoughts. And based on this concentration, we can count our breath. Like breath in, we can count on the level of like a belly, abdomen. We can count 1. And the breath out, on the nose level, we can count 2. Okay, and 3, 4. Or we can count inhale, exhale, count 1. Inhale, exhale, count 2. Yeah, so this can help us to better control our concentration. Yeah, so just try for, okay, because time is quite late, we can try 1 minute. Let's close eyes, relax body, count our breathing. Okay, then gently open eyes. Okay, so this is the basic of the mindful breathing. Quite easy, huh? And during the practice, if we can practice for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, we will feel the breathing become deeper and slower. It can turn to the diaphragm, abdominal breathing. So this is why I suggest people to practice from mindful breathing. Okay, then let's talk about the abdominal breathing. What I think about the abdominal breathing is it is the exaggerated or the larger size of quiet breathing. So the quiet breathing, we also contract our diaphragm. So, and for the abdominal breathing, we try to contract the diaphragm more, so we can get more air, more oxygen, and or to slower the breathing rate. Yeah. So actually, at the very beginning, when we try to correct our movement of the quiet breathing, we did because we pay attention and try to breathe lower on the, yeah. So this is the abdominal breathing. Yeah. And importantly, I want to say is the pursed lips breathing, because based on the abdominal inhalation, we get more volume, but for the exhale, this is called the 4 to 6 second slowly exhale. Even you can breathe lower, 10 seconds is fine. So this lowered exhale can activate our parasympathetic nervous system, so it become more calm and good for our digestion and for the relaxation. So, and this for the healthy person. This is also a very common method for the COPD patient. We heard about this problem, the pulmonary disease called the chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, because on the airway, because some inflammation, swallow, so the airway is narrower. So if we breathe very fast, when the velocity of air flow is high enough, it will turn the airflow. Normally it's laminar, like how say flow, but it can turn to the turbulent. The turbulent flow will narrower the airway. That means it's difficult for them to exhale all the air. So some air trapped inside the lung. It's not good for the gas exchange. Okay, so through the pursed lips breathing, the first is we prevent the turbulent flow. make them more like laminar flow. The second is we can say I make one this. If we want to blow a tube, so we make the mouth narrower, then this airway will be expanded. So it's better for the air to come out. If they close, some air trapped. Okay, so this for the COPD patient. Yeah, for us, for the healthy people, it's good because it can reduce our exhalation speed. For example, if we don't use this pursed lips breathing, the nose diameter is quite big, so easily we exhale all the breathing, all the air. So okay, about the pursed lips breathing, the teeth clench, and then narrower the mouth. I also like to make this demonstration like candle. You blow, you try to blow, quench the candle. So it's like, yeah. So let's together to try based on the abdominal breathing. Inhale, exhale, clench the teeth, purse the lips. Try for 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah. This time today we just briefly to try. Yeah. Later we can practice more. Yes, it's the for prolong the exhalation. There are also many ways. For example, singing or chanting. Like in the Buddhism chanting, like Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. It's also called a vocal breathing because we inhale very fast, but then exhale slower. Or even you can also read books, or better not read, but recite. If we memorize one poem very clearly, so we can repeat to speak about it. We can feel the exhalation become very long and inhalation is faster. So this is the same goal, to prolong our exhalation. And differently is the vocal breathing, because the sound is very low and have vibration. In Qigong, we have the 六字诀, like a so with voice or hu, there's one technique is make our mouth round. Yeah, so with this, we prolonged exhalation. Also, we have the sound, the voice. And so this is the vocal breathing. Also, like Om Mani Padme Hum. Also, we can think the vibration from the top, lower, 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 until the belly. Like Om Mani Padme Hum. So through this, guide our mind on our not only breathing, but our body. So through this, we can increase the volume of air gas exchange, and don't think of a lot of thought, but just think of our body. So we become more relaxed. And some techniques, like the fast breathing, because the voluntarily induced hyperventilation, this can increase our pH. People think this can make us more energetic, but we make a study that it can only activate us for very short time, about 10 seconds. So it's not good for the sports. Okay, just be careful about this hyperventilation. It won't not so efficient for the exercise. Yeah, actually it harm the endurance. After 10 seconds, our muscle power and all the conditions become lower. Yeah, okay. So today, just this much. There are also many like reverse abdominal breathing. So this is more difficult to control in Qigong. So we can talk maybe another chance. Okay, so let's review again. Use a few minutes. The first, quiet breathing. Shoulder easy, chest easy. Belly expand, ribs expand to the side. And the exhalation should be slower than the inhalation. Duration, the frequency, about 12 to 16. Mindful breathing. Be careful of the lower back. Keep the natural curve. And relax the body and pay attention on the breathing. So if you feel difficult to concentrate, you can use count the breathing counting. Okay, after this, we can better control our diaphragm. You can try to speed up the efficacy of the breathing, like inhale slower, exhale slower, so to slower the rate. And the studies found that the 6 times a minute, in 1 minute we breathe 6 times is the optimal. So far, I see a lot of papers found this. So we try to breathe 6 times. Actually, it's not difficult if you do the pursed lips breathing, because we can really prolong it. Yeah. So the pursed lips breathing is important. Advantage is prolong our exhale. So since we exhale longer, so in the lung there's a stretch reflection. We can breathe deeper. Yeah. So pursed lips breathing. For replace pursed lips breathing, we can have the chanting. A lot of chanting help us to prolong the exhalation. And also in the end, don't believe the hyperventilation is good for your energy. I see the popular in the internet. So we made this experiment and found this doesn't work so well. That doesn't work, and it's even worse, even harm the endurance. Yeah, and it make people lose conscious if you do a lot of hyperventilation. And okay, yeah, so that's all.